is this friend?
A mercenary mechanic.
Never trust a mercenary beam.
This mercenary can make us weapons.
Fine, I'll suspend my disbelief.
Chris John for KaijuPop.com, and this is Galak-Z on the PS4. One thing I have to say right off, pretty awesome pause screen for Galak-Z on the PS4. I think we need to have a contest between this and Hotline Miami 2 and whatever else we have for best simulated VCR on a pause screen this year, since we got two contenders now at least.
Is this unclear?
Oh no, Beam, I understand.
The deal behind this by 17-bit Jake Castle and whatnot that did Skulls of the Shogun, amongst other good things. It's kind of presented like an episodic anime kind of thing, and you're playing through seasons of sort of 5 episodes, which are 5 missions each, in order to progress, and there's some slight randomization going on, I believe, in there too. But because of like the anime's sort of inspiration, it means you've also got like this cell shaded style to everything. Oh dear. Let's get away from that. Shoot off my missiles. Yes. So, cel-shaded approach to everything, being chased quite nicely. Oh, I need to... I always get confused as to which button is the...
SOS. Requesting assistance. I'm pinned in a cave with down shields by an Imperial turret.
There we go.
Take that turret out for me.
I always get confused as to which button is boost over here. But it looks like I've taken out... Yay, I've taken out this massive thing. Now let's do some hoarding. Yes. So, yeah, visually very sort of 80s anime-esque, hence the VCR look, hence like the cell-shaded to everything, cell-shaded nature to everything. I like the, wow, crap. Uh-oh, shield down, that's not good.
Requesting immediate assistance. You will be rewarded.
But yes, and hence as well the cutaways, the profile shots in the corner that's constantly in there, which I really like. If you boost, he gets pinned back into his seat, you know, and like the lasers you're firing flash and reflect and things, which is kind of a cool touch.
Money in the bank.
But yes, what it is from a gameplay perspective closest to is something like Zarathustra, Thrust, Asteroids to an extent, but yeah, very much like the old games like Thrust, which are all about momentum and things like that. So it might look initially like a twin stick shooter, but it's not. I'm using one stick to steer, and then R2 to thrust. It's actually got the controls down there at the bottom of the screen. You've got thrust, you've got reverse thrust. You can hold them both to brake, and you've also got a boost to go faster. So everything's about conserving and managing your momentum. And it's a little bit sort of gentle with that stuff, because I guess because a lot of people aren't usually used to it. It doesn't do anything too nasty, like punish you for collisions. I can actually bump into walls as much as I want, and that's fine. So I think probably that was out of a desire not to be too tricky. But me being a sort of dab hand at thrust and gravity force and the recent gravity... What was that one? Gravity Crush? Gravity Rush? On the PS3 and on the Vita, that was a good one. I enjoyed that. Yes, I could do with it being a bit more punishing. I wonder if there's a hardcore mode actually. Literally, this is very, very early on. I've really only just started things off here and done the tutorial. And this is the first sort of proper mission in the game. And you can see, like, with the in the map in the top left, as I'm auto-mapping out these areas, and I'm hunting for this guy that's gotten lost somewhere in here. There's an air of the dungeon crawler to this stuff, which is interesting. You can see, like, I'm gradually sort of uncovering more of this map, and those blobs kind of slow me down. Yeah, so I'm sort of going tile by tile and clearing out more of this map as I go, which sort of brings to mind, let's say, more of the dungeon crawling nature of this kind of thing. So it's interesting to kind of combine those two styles.
I gotta find more missiles.
Yeah, I'm out of missiles.
Oh gosh,
Nothing on my radar.
Oh no. Okay.
I've been hit. Shields down.
So another kind of aspect to this is that there's a little bit of
I regret nothing.
very like stealth to the combat. You see where I'm boosting, that's sort of projecting a blue aura around my ship, and it's there we go. And so that's the range. Oh dear, that's not good at all. Okay, I'll avoid that thing. And the blue aura around your ship is the radius that the other enemies can hear me. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful about being heard. But I don't know why I'm heading down here. It actually seems like I'm being shunted towards one square over, so I want to go down here. Ooh, a bit of salvage.
that's mine.
There we go. Oh, okay. Alright. So there are bits that are just walled off there. So you can see, like, the very, I mean, 17-bit obviously is, like, based in Kyoto, and so Jake Hassel's a foreign dude that has lived here for a while, and lived here in Japan for a while, and it's interesting to play this stuff. So, I mean, Skulls of the Shogun as well, which was, like, kind of had some of the Western flavors of turn-based strategy, along with, you know, kind of an eye to the Fire Emblems and the Advance Wars of this world. And I get that feel here of, like, it having this very sort of, I don't know, it's almost like the cel-shadedness, as well as the character design. There's almost like this mix between Western and Japanese animation, and certainly the feel of it in general it's kind of like this. I don't know. I mean, my resource of anime references are very, very limited, but it kind of feels like this weird, kind of intriguing mix of the two, and blending of the two. And here you've got, like, this kind of this action-packed focus that's also dungeon crawly and sort of proto JRPG-esque in nature. So that green HUD element is showing me, oh, okay, that I can get through here.
Look out!
Yeah, get away from me. I don't like these things at all.
That is a dead bug. And that's mine.
We don't want to get rockets, but there's another bit of salvage here, so that's good. I got them there. Okay, so I think I want to go down and around that way, so it's going to take me the long way around here. The boost deal is you hold R1, you go faster. That's the boost thing, but you also have to keep an eye on your engine temperature as well. Oh, okay, alright. Sorry, I kind of misread the map there. Thought I could go down into the next square over, but nope. I have to go down here. Two, then left. Okay, then left again. And there be beasties there. How do I get to them? This way, I guess.
Oh, not on the show. Money in the bank.
I'm not exactly sure yet. I withhold my judgment on this character. Sunny is very chatty. A lot of very chatty protagonists can irritate somewhat. But I think there is, like, again, this desire to kind of evoke 80s, you know, Saturday morning cartoons, and I think, like, very sort of wisecracky protagonists are going to be part of that. I'm being beset upon here, which is really not good. But I kind of like this aspect of, like, the guys you're fighting having their own voice and sort of cursing their luck and cursing you as you shoot them to death is pretty cool.
Money in the bank.
These things gonna slow me down. Avoid that if possible, but oh well. It does seem at least consistent with its rules, which is a good thing. It's like the enemies are sort of they get the same status effects as you do if they're flying through those little things. Okay, so it seems like our dude is somewhere around here.
My shields are down. Take out this turret so I can get out of here.
Like the basic story is you're the last surviving member of some, I don't know, spaceship. I don't know. Military force. You've been attacked, and I mean you were cut loose and cut adrift. With your ship all screwed up, and you're sort of gathering everybody up and going for another assault on the big enemy bad dudes.
Get me out of here.
Aim to make a deal?
Name your price.
Trade for trade and a trip home to Earth.
Signed and sealed.
Then I'll spin up a warp beacon.
Okay, you just have to activate it. I thought I had to shunt him in there to get out of here.
Your new
No.
home, sweet home.
Yay, I did a thing. But only managed to clear the first episode there, and as I said, like there's 5 episodes in a season. And there is this thing of it only, and that took 12 minutes, so it took a while. It will only save at the end of each sector. It does that, it comes up with a big effing warning saying that the game only saves when you're actually at home base. It seems, okay, it did say before, it's maybe it has saved here. I don't know, it wasn't particularly clear. It kind of said, oh, it saves here and only when you've finished 5 stages in a section. So I don't know, if I come back and I'm not at 1-2, I'm going to be incredibly angry. So it does seem like, you know, more than an hour to play in any one go before it saves is a little bit harsh.
It's as good as cash this far from civilization. In exchange, I'll fix up your ship with the goodies I come across. Why don't you buy one now?
Okay,
You're doing
tell me what
business
we
with
have.
you. Move on and let's get it equipped.
I want missiles. But health-wise, I'm good. So it's health is actually persistent between stages, it seems. Luckily, I'm not too bad in that regard. But yeah.
And will shift radically based on what you get your hands on.
And this is interesting, like changing the different types of your shots and things like that, and sort of very arcade shootery. But
and you're good to go.
we've got auto fire there, and you can gradually sort of get more with these upgrades, unlock them and things like that for purchase in the shop and then installation. So. Yeah, it does seem like it's eager to get you to finish a season before it can for your save. So there is like this aspect of it feeling like you're dungeon crawling through this. It's instead of going through different floors of the dungeon, you're clearing different episodes in the season of this anime show, which is an interesting approach.
That's mine.
I'm already beginning to worry that whether like it's asking too much of a time commitment out the box for it to be like really viable. Especially as the way I kind of play games. If it doesn't in fact save at the end of each stage. But you know, perhaps I should just hurry up a little bit maybe.
So, you were poking around the battle site crash?
Yeah, don't worry, kid. There were a lot more dead Imperials than Alliance. Trust me.
Really?
No, I'm just trying to make you feel better.
Ah, well, a hug works too, you know?
Yes. Whoopsie. I'm hit.
Money in the bank.
I kind of like the very sort of stealth-like approach, the vision cones that the enemies have and things like that. There is like kind of an extent of like carefully sort of circling around, using a tiny bit of thrust to get close, and then sort of diving in there and kind of trying to get the drop on your enemies here. And there is, so each stage is almost like two. Oh crap. Okay, so I haven't lost any health in that exchange, but that was close. Because obviously, if I'd lost health, that would be a persistent thing, unless I bought more health back at the end of the stage.
Receiving fire. My shields are blown. I've lost my shields. Need cover. Taking Imperial fire. Ah, hey, here. My shields are blown. Receiving fire. Woo! Taking damage.
Here's the first piece. And stingrays have gotten here first.
Let the wildlife soften them up before you get too involved, ATAC.
And that's mine.
Okay. So it's like this kind of hint, if I shoot those things do a lot of damage, so you can actually use the environment against your
That was a juke module, and it's in good shape, and your ship installed
which is
it.
kind of cool.
Try it out.
Whoa, this is good.
Right. The juke lets you leapfrog projectiles,
1942 reference
missiles,
from.
enemies, small rocks. Use it to dodge, and use it often.
Should we be going down here? No, we should be going up. Okay. Whatever. Up then down. Ah, things to kill.
Out of my way. Shields out.
Okay, so there I did actually get hit twice.
What? Can they pick up the tracking signal too?
Well, yeah.
Could be in
It's
trouble
encrypted,
there.
but our enemies can still see where it's coming from.
Well, that's dumb.
Laws of physics. Sorry.
Kind of want that. This way. There we go. Okay. Kind of risky. Ah, crap. Really not good. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I'm dead. Ah. Okay. So yes, Oh, okay. Alright, well there you go. So there are some unlocks that are permanent, but other than that you have sort of permadeath. And there's randomness to the missions and stuff. So it is like this analog of delving through the different floors of a dungeon, except your dungeon is in space. And space doesn't have floors. In space you don't have floors in your dungeons. Yeah, it's cool. I really, as I said before, I really enjoy thrust and everything of that ilk. So this kind of appeals to me. Would be nice if that guy was different every time, but no, he has to be the same. Oh well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to dipping in more to Galak-Z. It's on PS4 as of today, as we're recording this. And there'll be more on this on kaijupop.com. Chris Charlton for kaijupop.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.